Yeah, I'm just having breakfast. It's raining at the moment, but I've got a beautiful view. I'm just going to have a whole bunch of breakfast. I'm going to have a bacon and egg sambo, which I'm just making now. Um, there we go. And I've got a really good spread over there. Actually, I'll show what I've got. Yeah, so it is raining. I was planning to do a walking stream this morning, but yeah, I wasn't blessed with that, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Yeah, got myself a coffee. So while there's no viewers, I'm going to smash this food. Actually, I might just move those condiments to the side and put the camera there. Actually, I should move that chair out of the way. Yeah, how we going? It's raining today, and thank you for that light. Oh no, I didn't get a light. Yeah, I'm just having breakfast. I'll show that in a minute. I've just made myself a bacon and egg sandwich. Like, they've got some nice stuff over there, but it is raining, sadly. But it is a beautiful view. I was planning to do a walking stream. I'll probably stay another day, but we lost my viewer, probably because they don't like the beautiful view. I mean, people can't be happy for other people, sadly. You know, I've got a lot going on in my life, but stuff the haters. I've got a long road ahead of me. G'day, whoever that is. I'm just having a bacon and egg sandwich. I've got some nice stuff here. Beautiful view, even though it's raining. I'll show what spread they've got here. But at least I've got protection here from the elements. Yeah, we've had a few lurkers pop in, so they probably don't like the beautiful surroundings I'm in. That's a better view. Yeah, like that mist over the clouds. I'll just zoom in a bit. But yeah, I'm going to gorge myself on food. I have been eating so much food of late, like, because I'm trying to put on weight. Yeah, I'm not really expecting too many views today. But yeah, I had a really good sleep last night. Like, it's quite strange. Like, the last 4 or 5 nights, I've just put like my head down on the pillow, and I've just actually fell asleep. But this time I put my phone on charge, I put my laptops on charge, I put my camera on charge. Yeah, I don't know if that's a lurker, but I've just polished off a bacon and egg sandwich. It's raining. Oh, look, oh, we lost my lurker. Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, I've just, yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself busy and motivated, you know, because I'm going through some hard times at the moment. But I really enjoyed that bacon and egg sandwich. I might have to go get some more bread. Um, yes, sadly, I can't do a walking stream at the moment, but you never know what could happen during the day. Like the rain might stop, but I thought I'd come down and show this beautiful view. Um, but sadly, it is raining. But I am under a umbrella, which I will show in a minute. Yeah, I'm under an umbrella. I've got myself a coffee. Um, I'll have some more food after, but sadly it is raining, but I am protected. I am in a really nice view. So I might just stream for a bit here, guys. But hopefully the rain will stop. But, but there is a nice view there. I've just enjoyed that bacon and egg sandwich. Smashing some bacon. I had a really good meal last night. So I did have a meltdown. But I had a really good time on the river cruise until the last couple of hours. But sadly, you've got to roll with the punches, guys. But yeah, I'm just going to gorge myself on food and comfort food. I'm actually really looking forward to actually getting home to Australia. And I never honestly thought I'd say that, but I know a lot of people get really depressed after their holiday, but I've been out here 16, 17 months in Asia, and I honestly thought I was only going to last 6 months, but hey, 17 months isn't bad. But really, really good view, even though it is raining. Um, yeah, yeah, I wasn't expecting any views at all, actually. You know, because people don't like to see me happy. But I'm not happy. I'm just trying my best to keep busy, and when I do stream, I get a high from streaming, um, and it actually helps me, especially when I do like my walking tours. And I know a couple of my supporters enjoy that about me, so I do apologise. I'm not out walking in the rain, but g'day, faraway John. Yeah, I've just smashed a bacon and egg sandwich, and I'm just having some egg and bacon, and I'm going to go help myself to some more food. But this is a beautiful view. Yeah, I'll show it in a moment. Yeah, I was invited to sit with some Chinese girls, but I said to them, "Oh, look, I smoke a bit, so I'll go sit over here." But really, really nice Chinese girls. I think they might be girlfriend and actually girlfriend, but you never know. Or they could be twin sisters, actually. But thank you for that like, mate. Yeah, I had a couple of lurkers pop in, but they probably saw the beautiful location I was in and thought, oh, we don't want to watch this. But yeah, I had a really good time on the river cruise, but yeah, it just turned to crap in the last hour and a half. But I did have a fantastic meal last night. I did do a short stream. I made a couple of videos. I was hopefully going to watch some of my content and then release it, because I like to watch my stuff at least twice or at least once, just in case I've shown some information I don't want out there or said something. But well. Actually, I'll just try and zoom out, and I'll show the. There is a bridge of trust over there. I've got an umbrella protecting me. There's some people there having a bite to eat, and really, really nice here. And I do apologise for not being able to do a walking stream like I did say I was going to do last night, but sadly it is raining, and I think the rain will stay for a few hours, so I'll probably stream for like an hour and a bit, have a bit of a chat. But I'm actually looking forward to going back to Australia, and I honestly didn't think that I would be thinking that way. And I know people, when they are on holidays, they get depressed when they go back, but I've got friends who love me and care about me, and I know I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to admit myself into hospital when I get back for my mental health. But yeah, I've been here for 16, 17 months. I honestly thought I'd only last six months. But hey, you can't always get what you want in life. And like, just have to roll with the punches. Yeah, see, I was a bit bitter about Australia because it just got so expensive. And after I was forced into retirement, it just... So, like, my doctor advised me to go to a warmer climate, and I had a lot of friends and support in Pattaya, so I picked that place of all. I didn't go there for girls or alcohol. I did meet a fantastic girl, and I changed her life around, so I do have to take some comfort in that. You know, I've got a beautiful daughter that was just born of late, and she's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. She looks like me and her mum combined. I don't know much information, but yeah, well, that's life. But very, very good view though, like the clouds and the mist over the mountains. Really, really good. Like, hopefully the rain will ease a bit later today, so I'll just have a bit of a sip of the coffee. I've already had one coffee this morning, but very nice, Lao coffee. But yeah, not too bad. I wasn't expecting to get any numbers in today, because I did have a few lurkers come in and they saw this beautiful view. And they go, oh, bloody Jeremy's in paradise again. But what do you do? Yeah, I'll probably stay. Like, I was planning to get down to my next port of call, but if the rain continues, like, I don't care. Like, I did pay for another night somewhere else, but they didn't take the money out of the account, so... I know if I don't turn up, they will, but well. But if the rain does continue, I might go jump on the train. Yeah, because I've got a couple of options getting to the next port of call. There's a fast train, medium train, and slow train, and I think fast train will be good, but I don't know if that will be good content, because it will go like 160 k's an hour it goes apparently. So I might be best doing the medium or slow, but the fast train gets me there in under 2 hours. I believe a private, not private, but the bus shuttle is, I think, 6 hours or 8 hours. So I would like to spend a bit of time in that next port of call, but I do want to get home. Yeah, g'day Bobby, how are you, mate? Yeah, I've just polished off a whole bunch of bacon and eggs, and I had a sandwich, and yeah, I'm just having a sausage at the moment, having a coffee. I do apologise, and thank you for that extra light. I do apologise for not doing the walking stream I mentioned last night, but sadly it is raining, but it could change a bit later. I've transferred all my photos and stuff onto one of my laptops, so I did that. I haven't watched any of my content as yet, so I'll try and do that a bit later, and hopefully once I watch at least once, and if it's okay, I'll release that publicly. Oh, 50,000 kip. But it depends on what room. If you're in a nice room, it's free. But if you're in a other room, yeah, it's 50,000 kip, which is cheap, mate. Like that meal I had last night, that cost me 50,000 kip, and that resort I stayed in like the night before last, that was 100,000 kit, but that didn't come with breakfast. And my breakfast, I can't remember if that was 30 or 40,000 kit, but yeah, like the view out there, really, really nice of that mist. Yeah, really, really nice. I was invited to sit with a couple of Chinese girls, but I said, oh, look, I'll probably be smoking like a chimney, and I don't want to smoke you out. So I've got protection here under the elements. I'm under an umbrella. So I thought I'd chill here. Hopefully we'll get a few people in. I didn't really check to see who was streaming, but I have had a couple of lurkers pop in and out, and they've seen I'm in a beautiful location, so yeah. Yeah, like if that cloud and mist wasn't there, you'd see all mountains all the way around. But I don't know if everyone's sick of looking at rivers and that, and I'm not talking about any particular character, so yeah, but that is life. Like really, really good views out here. So, and there's a bridge of trust over there. Bridge of Trust. Actually, while I was coming through the Mekong, like this Aussie guy was telling me about this new dam that they're building, and he was explaining how it's going to wreck a lot of things. Like the Chinese have put the investment into it, but all the power will go back to Thailand. So, like the local Laos won't get anything out of it. Perhaps they might get work out of it, but I think they imported a cheaper workforce, but who knows. But apparently in 2 years' time, like this part of the Mekong and through where I travelled will change because like they're building dams and locks and weirs. Because what they plan to do is they want to draw the energy from there and send that over to Thailand, sadly. So like you might have limited time perhaps to do like a river cruise. So I think perhaps what they'll do, what I'm thinking is they'll probably have boats that will go from one section to the next section. So that's like you'll still probably be able to do a cruise, I reckon, but it won't be a straight run through, like because we changed boats once at Peck Barn or whatever it is, and then we got down here to Lumpambang. So I've finished off my breakfast, but I'm going to go and grab some more food. I do have a yogurt, but just bear with me a few moments, guys. I'll go and grab some food. Yeah, I've just been smashing the food. You know, I'm trying to put on weight, and when I do get back to Australia, I'm going to be smashing the food there, and then I'll probably be an overweight guy. But then when not that I was ever fat, but who knows? But and then I'll come back out to Asia again. But just bear with me, and you might see me on camera, guys. I did get a smaller portion this time. Oh, actually, you can't even see. Yeah, I got a smaller portion, and grabbed myself another yogurt. Yeah, as I was saying, that curry last night, absolutely fantastic. And I was going to trek down there this morning, but the heavens above opened up. So probably the big fella was saying, Jeremy, you shouldn't stream today. But I am tempting fate. Um, yeah, like, I must say, the food in Laos, I haven't been disappointed. I have not been disappointed. Um, when I was in Cambodia last, I didn't test the street food because I remember Ben was saying some stuff about it, but I only ate in restaurants in Cambodia, um, and it was relatively cheap. You know, as you guys know, I'm a creature of habit, so I pretty much ate at the same place, and I did the same thing in Hoi San of Laos. I ate 99.9% in the same place. I did ask around, and this cheeky bloke, like I asked him, I go, how much for that? And he said, oh, 400,000 kip. And I go, do you mean 40,000 kip? And he goes, no. He pulled out his phone and said 400,000 kip. And I said to him, do you think I'm a stupid farang? And he laughed. And then I walked out. And it's just, yeah, you got to watch some people, like that they can try to take the piss out of you if you don't watch yourself. But yeah, he fully tried to scam me, and I said to him, no. But that place I ate at, really good family-run business. Like the father is he drives a van, and his daughters and wife work in that street food restaurant, and they were nothing but nice to me. You know, I gave them tips and stuff, you know, and I really liked that place, and it was quite sad to go, but that is life. I did have to move on. But yeah, I didn't have a bad meal there, and they were very cheap in price. Yeah, and I did mention I tried to get meals at a couple of other places, but they wouldn't take my Thai baht. And that was the only place I didn't ask. And I actually asked them after, would you have taken my Thai baht? And they said, yes, we certainly would have. And but I didn't ask because I was refused at 5 places. And after you get 5 knockbacks, you don't really want one more. But I did say I went into that mini mart, and I asked her, can you, like, can I pay with this? And she said, yes. So I've always thought, you know, if you got money, take it. But sadly, those people did not get the rewards, because I am a creature of habit, and I reward the good people. But really beautiful view. Like the mist is starting to go a bit now, but I dare say this rain is here to stay for a fair few hours, sadly. So at least I'm doing some type of stream. Actually, I should move that chair out of the way, actually. But yeah, really nice spot here. So I've been blessed, but not with the rain, but it is a good view. And I was invited, as I said earlier, to sit with these Chinese girls, but yeah. But I did have a good laugh with them, and they love my tattoos. They love them. Like, one of them was showing me hers, and yeah, really good. Yeah, I always get comments on my tattoos. It is a good talking point. And my daughter's mum, like, when we met, like, yeah, she, like, her mouth was just wide open, and yeah. But enough about that. But really, really beautiful view here. I think this is the Mekong River Resort or River View. But really, really nice here. As I was saying at the start of the stream, like the last 3-4 nights, I've put my head down and I've just fallen asleep because I've just been pushing myself and pushing myself, and it catches up with me. Like, I did have a couple of nights beforehand where I only got like two hours sleep, but no, it's not. I actually assumed it was, but no, it's Lao apparently. But I could be wrong. I will double check that, and I will inform you next time. But apparently, from what I was told, at the start of the river cruise, for the first 20 odd or 50 Ks, it was Laos, Thailand, and that's probably why I was having issues with my Thailand SIM. And then I popped my Laos SIM back in, and it seemed to be okay. Because on the map, like, because I'm no expert, like, yeah, but yeah, but no, Lao, yeah. Oh yeah, actually, that is Lao, and there is the Bridge of Trust over there, the Bridge of Trust. And but yeah, the mountain views are really good, and sadly they are covered with mist, but they are still quite inviting to the human eye. So I'm really enjoying this view out here, actually. Yeah, I honestly didn't think I'd get many views this morning anyway, you know, because, yeah. But we're not talking about any dark forces. Yeah, I know. Oh, cup and cup, thank you. Yeah, he was just giving me an ashtray. I did ask him earlier, like, yeah, I think I've smoked enough in my lifetime, like, since, like, the last few weeks, because, as you guys know, I gave away, like, the other herbs. But when you do have a mental illness, like, yeah, like you just smoke, but once I get back to Australia, I'll go on to the Champax, and I'll quit within 5 to 8 days. But I really enjoyed that cruise, as I said. I'm glad I didn't go with the bus. Yeah, like a couple of my childhood friends, like, talked me into it. And I've got some amazing footage that I will edit, and I'll try and put everything into 7-minute videos. Like to be quite frank, a lot of the footage looks same, but is very different. But like, there was some really spectacular views all the way through. The only thing I didn't like was that new dam that they're building, and I did because what the plan is I will put actual backing music behind all that stuff along the Mekong River. Because I've got a couple of videos I did on my phone, but I just uploaded them raw, so like you hear the boat going. I don't know if I'll put any backing music behind them. I just have to watch them, but the stuff I've got on my Sony video camera, I'll 100% put backing music to that. But I just want to try and find some non-copyright material, because the stuff that's on the YouTube studio's okay, but like I've got editing software and I did upload some stuff with some non-copyright like material, and then when I uploaded it, it said, oh, this here, any money made from it goes to the actual guy that actually created it. And I go, well, that's a lie then, what they said, that it's okay to use. So I actually changed that music back to YouTube Studio. But I don't mind if the money is shared, but like it's only peanuts. So like, I do all the hard work, even though they do hard work and create like the music. But it does say, as long as you mention their name and promote them, you can use it. But yeah, but that's life. I do have friends that actually create music, so I have reached out to a few of them, but yeah, like artists can be a bit funny at times. But yeah, I've had 2 big servings of breakfast. I've had like 5 eggs. Had bacon, had sausages. I'm having fried rice at the moment, and I'm going. Pardon me. I'm going to have some fruit. I've got some yogurt. Yeah. So I'll be okay to well after lunchtime, I think. And no, I didn't have a bum gun explosion this morning. Thank goodness. But I did have a hot shower this morning. Really, really good. But I'm so pumped to actually get back to Australia. You know, I never honestly thought I'd be happy about that, as I've said before, but yeah, I'm actually excited because I've got friends there that love me and care about me, and that's important at the moment. And also there is a little boy that hopefully needs me. And I'm looking forward to that. It will take time to rebuild that relationship again, but yeah, I realise my errors. That was fantastic. Boo-hoo. G'day, Joe. G'day, mate. How are you? Yeah, there is no walking stream, sadly, at the moment, because the heavens have opened up. And just over there is the Bridge of Trust. And just over there you got lots of mist and mountains. But we are in, like, I've got protection here of the form of an umbrella. But yeah, I've just polished off, I think 5 eggs, bacon, fried rice. I'll have some fruit. I might go grab another coffee. Yeah, I was not expecting too many viewers in today. because it is like 3 a.m. in the UK at the moment, and it is a weekday as well, so yeah, I don't know who else is streaming. Yeah, I didn't really look. But hopefully the rain will stop a bit later today, and then I can go for a stream. But if the rain is going to continue all day, I might just go catch the train, I think. Yeah, because I was going to get the bus, but I'll get the fast train or the medium train. Like, there isn't fast, medium and slow train, but I think content-wise it'd be better on the medium. But yeah, if I go the fast, it's only less than two hours. Yeah, I'm going back to Australia. I need to admit myself into hospital, mate. Yeah, I'm having really bad mental health at the moment, and I can't mask it anymore. I have to get home. Everything that's happened has just taken its toll on me. Like I'm a bit too honest, and when people lie about you, you do need to, like, I've always been honest on my channel. There was only one thing I didn't like I avoided, but all that's out in the open. But that was none of anyone's business. So when I do get back home, I'm going to admit myself into mental health, and I'll be doing a certain test to prove my innocence. And yeah, like, I had my mental health in check for quite some time, but with all that, I'll be a bit vague, but with all that stuff that happened, guys, it just rattled the cage, so to speak. And sadly, I can't mask that anymore with whatever I do. Like, I gave up the herbs. I don't drink. I'm very strong-minded and strong-willed, and I can motivate and focus myself to get over this burden I'm in, but I need to seek professional help because I'm hurting. I'm an emotional wreck, up and down like a yo-yo. And the only thing which helps me is actually doing live streams. I get a high off it. I get a high. I don't care if no one gives me money or anything. It's just actually communicating, and I get high off it. And that high lasts for a while, and then I just crash and burn. And that's why I've just been pushing myself, and I've been sleeping really, really well. Like, I put my head down and then I just fall asleep. But last night I managed to put all my devices on charge, luckily, and I woke up at 4 a.m. and go, oh geez, that was a long sleep, because I think it was like 9:30 I got to bed. It could have been 10, but yeah, I'm actually pumped to get back to Australia, as I've said. You know, I've got friends there that love and care about me, and they want to support me because they know I'm a good guy. They don't believe the lies. All my friends, or what's left of them, was sent disturbing things. But once I am back in Australia, I will be proving my innocence. Not that I have to. I've already proved my innocence, but sadly people do twist things for their own amusement, and they don't like to see happy Jeremy. They take pleasure in other people's pain and suffering, and they make content out of it. Not that it is content, but I'm a bit too honest. But honesty and truth will win in the end, and my faith in God will get me through this. I won't Bible bash, but I did grow up in a very religious environment. As I've said, I do have morals, but sadly some people do not have these. And you know what? We are all different. But I'm just going to go grab a coffee, and I'll leave you with this view, and you might see me. Sorry about that, guys. I was just having a chat to one of the other gentlemen there. Yeah, I've just grabbed myself a coffee. I just have to give it a stir. Really spot. I've got protection here. I'll just grab out. G'day, Lewis. How are you, mate? Yeah, I really appreciate life much, or I'll get emotional again. But yeah, I'm actually excited to actually get back to Australia because I need to. Yeah, I need to go to hospital. Just yeah, I'll just go over the comments. But yeah, great to see you. Yeah, I've got friends in Australia who are going to support me emotionally, so I'm just blessed to have them. You know, I've been here close to 17 months, and I was never going to go back to Australia, but I know for some people, like especially when I was here on short holidays, like when I got back home, you get depressed, but I'm absolutely excited to get home and prove my innocence. I can prove my innocence about these terrible lies. I shouldn't have to prove this stuff, but I need to clear my daughter's name. I need to clear my daughter's mum's name and my name. And I already proved my daughter's innocence, but enough talking about that. I want to just soak up this vibe. I'm contemplating, like I've already booked another night in Lump and Bang, but due to the rain, I might jump on the fast train and get to the next port of call. But I don't know. I do want to film around the streets and just show this beautiful place, so at least I've got memories when I do get back home. But because it's not going to be until the new year that I come back out to Asia. But I've got many months to repair my mental health, try and repair a relationship with one of my sons, which is important to me. That's very important. But when you do have life events, you're here for a certain amount of time, you do reflect on things and you do see the errors in your way and you want to just try and enjoy life. But for me, streaming gives me a high, and that high lasts for a while, and then when that high finishes, I just crash and burn. But I need to get back home, and I'm actually excited. You know, as I said, I've got people who love me and want to help me. And yeah, I do apologise that it is raining, but at least we've got a beautiful view here. We are protected by the elements. I've had a beautiful meal. I was invited to have a meal with some Chinese girls, but I declined that offer. Oh my gosh, thank you. You don't have to keep doing it, but it is very appreciative, Carbo. I don't know too much about you. Like, I did read what you said yesterday, and I did try to ask Tom a bit about you, but T hasn't replied back to me as yet. But certainly don't put any personal details in here. But yeah, I was just so moved yesterday by your generosity. It actually yeah, I'm in an emotional state at the moment, and it's just yeah. Like, I never ask for a cent. I never ask for a cent, but when it does come, I do get emotional. But you know, I've been called an e-beggar, and these other people e-beg themselves, and it's yeah, oh, yeah. G'day, Mr. Superstar. Yeah, yeah. I'm slowly, like, I do have to address my mental health issues, and that's intensified due to all the current events, and I don't really want to talk about those people. I will be proving my innocence, which I don't have to when I do get back home, and that will be the final time I will talk about those characters, because it's just going to ruin me and it's going to ruin my channel. I can't change other people's behaviours. I just have to concentrate on myself. I am a good guy. I do believe in God. I'm not going to Bible bash anybody, but I've put my faith in God. And if I have hate in my heart and revenge, he will not help me. But he will give me time. He will give me time to forgive these people, because I need to, because I've suffered heart attacks because of it, and it's not good for my mental health. But I'm really enjoying the view here, guys, and I'm really upset that I couldn't go and stream and walk around, but this is the next best thing, because there is the bridge of trust, or a form of a bridge of trust, and here's the umbrella that is offering me protection from these elements. But I've had a fantastic breakfast. I'm going to sit here and have a few darts and soak up this vibe, and I really want you guys to soak up this vibe. And I do, sorry if I do get a bit emotional, but yeah, I'm broken, and I can't mask it anymore, and I'm actually excited to go home, because normally, guys, when you do come out on a short trip and you go home, you do get that depression, but I'm actually excited to go home because I've got people who love me. They love me and they want me to get better. Now, I'll just go over the comments there so I don't start crying and lose what viewers I've got. Now, I've already talked about how much that was. Is that the... No, oh yeah, I've already talked about that. Yes, that's actually what I'm actually in need of, Lou. And thank you, Lou, for that as well. I really am looking forward to some hugs. I really am looking forward to hugs. Yeah, I didn't have my glasses on. I think I thanked the wrong person. I do apologise. But thank you very much, Lou. It's very much appreciative. I won't ask for a cent, even though it is needed. And guess what? Next month, I'll be able to help contribute to paying my way, because I'm pretty confident once I admit myself into hospital, Centrelink will pay me. But I do have a rather large payment to come from my insurance. So I did have enough money to last me 5 years out here until my payment come. But I am entitled to receive a full disability pension because I have been signed off by 3 doctors. So I can no longer work again. But you may laugh and say, well, you can talk and do a phone job, but I've got osteoarthritis. I did leave a job where it was heavy work, so I went to go back to my old trade, which is sales and customer service, and I got a good job in a bank, a very, very respected bank in Australia, and sadly my hands could not cope with the work I had to do on the computer, and then after I had my motorcycle accident, which was very minor, I discovered I had the osteoarthritis, which I've repeatedly said to you guys, so I won't bore you with that details. But it is good to see some new people in here, and thank you, Lou. And I do really need a good hug, and I'm not paying for any hugs because I am a handsome man. And in Australia, I didn't have to pay for any hugs. I just buy a meal, and that's good enough. And big everybody that's come in and dropping the likes and saying some positive stuff. I've got some really good mods in here that do protect me. Oh, Bobby Crush, you are a joy. I know you do get a bit of hate and you say some stuff on other channels, but you've been very respectful to me on my channel, and I do appreciate that, and thank you. Yeah, because I've heard some negative comments that people say about you, but to me, you've been quite respectful, so I do appreciate that. And once I do get back to Australia, I will be doing so much fishing that you'll probably get sick of it. But sadly, I will be going back to Australia in winter. So, but I've got some really good friends that we're going to go fishing together, and I'll most likely do fishing alone, which I'm looking forward to as well, because that's how I learnt to have patience in life. Yeah, no, this is the Lao here. Lao on both sides. Yeah, because over here we've got the Bridge of Trust. Now, just bear with me. I just want to swap over to my good power bank, because I was just using the crappy power bank, which I bought, and that is a complete brick. So I've got my power bank that lasts us 4 hours. So I'm not going to stream for 4 hours today. I'm just going to just have I'll go a bit longer until I feel that I'm a bit drained, because I do get a high from doing streaming, and then a bit later I crash and burn. Yes, I do agree with that comment, Bobby. You do like. I've really discovered. I've always known the Thailand genre to be very toxic, and there is a lot of hate. But I've been very honest on my channel. As I've said, there's only one thing I avoided. And if you knew the whole story behind it, you too would avoid that topic. But sadly, some characters decide to take pleasure in that, and create lies. But enough about that. But I am in paradise, and I will be going back to another paradise, because I've come to the conclusion that where I lived was paradise. I was a minute's walk to the beach, but it was just too cold in winter for me, and also the cost factor. But I will go back, and then in the new year I will come out to Asia. I've got plans on what I want to do, so I'll be coming out for a couple of months each time, and then I'll head back to Australia, and I'll be able to keep my channel going. And I do believe I've got content in Australia, and also I've got enough videos to see me through for probably a year, I think. I've got so much stuff to edit. I've got stuff that's ready to go. I just have to watch it, and then I'll release it. Because sometimes I say a bit too much, as you guys know. I don't have a filter. I just speak from the heart. And a lot of people don't like that. I understand. I've got haters, and I should probably just shut up a lot of the time. But you know, in life, you do make mistakes, and I've learnt you have to be honest, because when lies come undone, you are known as a liar. But I'm gonna have a ciggy, which I haven't had yet, and I'm gonna have this coffee. But at least we are in a good view. Um, it it is good. I do like rain, but I don't like the coldness of it. But in Asia, you don't really get that cold. But on the boat yesterday, oh my gosh, it was quite cold. And I actually had to put my jacket on for a couple of hours. But yeah, I'll be giving up the smokes when I get back, because the 80 cents Australian here in Laos, $2 Australian thereabouts in Thailand. And in Australia, you're looking at like $50 plus. And there's no way in hell I'm going to waste money on death sticks, and also for like my health as well. It's so they've up the herbs, and I've just been smoking like a chimney, and it's not good on my heart at all, guys. Typhoon season, yeah. I really love China. Like, I've got a fascination with China, like Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, and the views, like the Great Wall of China. I did want to stream parts of the Great Wall. Like, I know you can't film the entire length of it, because last time I was out there, parts of it were getting rebuilt. But I'm just fascinated about the history of China, and I'm not really into big cities, but I can tolerate Hong Kong and China, but I hate Bangkok. I absolutely hate Bangkok. And every time I come to Thailand, I just go to the airport and go whichever direction. And you're going to laugh at this. All the times I've gone to Thailand, I've only been into Bangkok once. Only gone into Bangkok once. And I blew 1,200 Australian on one night. And I won't tell you what I did and what I got up to, because that was a long time ago. But I will never set foot in Bangkok, because I just go nuts in big cities. And I had the biggest night and morning that I've ever had in my life. And you would not believe what I got up to. But that was when I used to drink. Yeah. But I had the time of my life. Now, where were we up to? DWP, how are you, my brother? And I did enjoy your premiere. Like, it is pretty hard for me to watch certain things, but I actually got through that premiere, and I had a bit of a chuckle. And it's quite odd. Like, I'll refrain from saying a few things, because I don't really want to say stuff that I might get some more hate from, because I've already got enough hate as it is. I want some love. Breakdance. Oh my gosh, breakdancing. I used to do some breakdancing, because I'm 48, and when I was at primary school, that was the time of breakdancing. And I remember doing head spins, knee spins, back spins, crazy legs, moonwalk, and I can still do a few things, but like, my body with the osteoarthritis and my scoliosis in my neck has stopped me from doing a head spin. But I can still attempt a knee spin and somewhat of a crazy legs, but it's nowhere as good as it was when I was a child. Yeah, I do love the rain, as I was saying, Cabo, but it's just the coldness in Australia. But out in Asia, I can tolerate the rain, and if you are with a loved one, it can be very romantic. and you can do romantic things in the rain inside, um, and just share experiences and stuff. But when you're out solo, well, yeah, I'll leave that there. um, but yeah, Thailand. I really love the north of Thailand. I would have liked to have got to the south of Thailand because I keep bigging up Ben. Whether you love him or hate him. He got me through when he did do his sober content at the south of Thailand, and I've got a lot of time for Ben, and I can see why he has problems because I've been here close to 17 months and I'm broken now, and I can see why now he has all these issues. But I love Ben. I'll never say anything bad about him because he got me through a dark period in my time. So I told him all this when I met him, and he is a good guy, and yeah, and I hope he gets there eventually. But I was going to go catch up with him before I went home, but I just have to focus on myself and get home. I've already saved enough people in my life, and I'll continue to do good works, but I need to help myself first before I can help anyone else. But I certainly have a lot of time for young Ben. Rainy season in Seattle. Yeah, I don't know much about Seattle, but I do remember a Public Image song called Seattle. Yeah, I've got a fascination with that Johnny Rotten guy for some reason. He is very outspoken, and a lot of the stuff I don't agree with, but I like his tenacity and his fight. He has a very good fighting spirit, and if you do watch some of his old clips, you can see that. Like he was banned from the BBC for a very, very long time because he wanted to expose Jimmy Savile, not the singer, but that very dark character. But I'll stop on that. Maybe by returning to Oz and doing well. Yeah, I have heard Ben say a couple of times he actually regrets leaving Australia. And when you do go through life experiences, you do reflect. And I know Rabbit said to me, Jeremy, you reflect too much. But that's me, guys. You either love me or hate me, and if you don't like me, well, then you know where the door is, and you can go and watch somebody else. But you know, I don't care who likes me or who loves me, and if somebody appreciates me, I appreciate them. You know, I've got a lot of time for DWP because he shows what's going on, and if you're going to be a dickhead, he will show you up. He will show you up. Now, if I'm being a dickhead, he will show me up. But he's been very respectful towards me, so I don't have an issue with him. But I know a lot of other people have issues with him. But to me, he's been nothing but good and supportive. And I'm quite blessed that I've got some support. You know, and I don't like it when people try to throw those under the bus and try and say bad things. Like they try to say bad things about Gaza, you know, and JG and all those guys. We are all different, guys. We are all different. We have a different purpose in life. But there must be some love and compassion. But sadly, with the Thailand community genre, it's just a lot of toxicity and hate. And it's actually jealousy. And there's too many egomaniacs, and we have different values in life. But yeah, but I'm very positive about going to Australia. I never, like, because I was honestly only going to go back to watch my mate's daughter play in the women's AFL. But now I'm going back a lot earlier, and she's a bit too young to get in there. But I'm pretty confident she will get into the women's league because she comes from good stock, and she's already playing very, very well from what I've seen and heard. So she does come from very good stock. My friend, his family represented a few clubs and played at the elite level. And yeah, yeah, but with Ben, yeah, I think from what I've seen, I think he's at that point where I think he might actually, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to catch up with him before I left and just um, give him some motivation. But that's up to Ben. He's still got time. He's still got time. But yeah, he'll get there. Yes, yes, you are correct, Jeff. Like he's always had good jobs. In Australia, whether you've got a good education or not, you can earn a lot of money. You don't have to be educated, but being educated, you get a lot more cash. But I've got friends who have a low, and even mates of mine who have 2 or 3 degrees, which you may laugh at because they're paying back their HEX debts. But yeah. But happiness comes from yourself. Like I've always preferred to work in an industry where I feel happy, and if I'm not happy at work, I won't be happy in life. But I've got a few plans on when I do return back to Australia, and it will be good for my mental health. And most importantly, I'll try and repair that relationship with my youngest son. G'day, pussy. There's that pussy cat that was crying. But really, really good views. And I've polished off my meal. The rain is starting to ease a bit, but yeah, I think what I might do is I might try and film a bit around because I don't really want to do too many streams because people get pissed off about that. Um, mm, but I did enjoy that market I went to last night, as I said on that stream, and it was completely different from everything in Thailand. And like markets are markets, but that was very different. Like I went to a market last year in Laos, and I don't think I was streaming then. I think I was just doing videos, and I think that's in that big 40-minute video I did. That was one I edited it, but it was a bit long, that one. But I did show going from Chiang Rai through to Chiang San, and then crossing through immigration, and then showing a market and showing a few bits and pieces. But I did want to stream around the casino. I just had too many meltdowns when I got to Chinese part of Laos, and yeah, I think the powers above caused me not to stream, and I got the hell out of there. And when I got to Hoi San, yeah, I felt better. But I did meet some nice Chinese people that did help me out there, so yeah. Like I've got a couple of good films, like that girl that at that ice cream shop. Like I gave them a really good plug, and she rang her auntie and her partner come and pick me up and took me to that bus place, and then from there, like, my attitude changed again. So, but I felt some really good times in Hoi San, so I would like to go back there and see that through different eyes. But we'll go for a little bit longer, and then I'll end the stream, and then I need to go and do a few things. I'll just check the time. It's 9:31 to stop, so I'm going to change locations. I could stay here again, but yeah, I want to go somewhere else. But yeah, I was quite blessed with that. I didn't think I'd be able to top that view I had at that Pak Bang. Yeah, see, the rain in Adelaide isn't too bad. Like, it is cold, especially where I lived, and hopefully will live again. It's just off the beach, and you get that really, really cold. Like, I don't know much about Seattle. Like, I should do some research on that. Like, but yeah, because there's just so much good places around the world. But you know, like, I come out to Asia and I thought I was like escaping stuff, but I realised I left paradise. Actually, it's getting rather clear now. The mist has gone off the mountains. Like, that was completely covered in mist. I was really proud of that stream I did yesterday, and like, I got some good positive feedback during the chat saying, wow, this is really good. And you guys know, like, that is the Asia I want to show and promote, not bars and girls. There is enough streamers who do all that stuff, and they get themselves into trouble. And it's just the cost factor as well, you know. If you, like, because I don't drink, like you're buying for someone else's fake happiness, and then their friend comes, and then their friend comes, and by the end of it, you're not getting anything out of it. Yeah, I'll try and do a video, I think, in this location, just so I've got, but I suppose I can always watch this stream back, I guess. But I want to get a couple of photos for some close friends of mine. Yeah, I've got a really good old childhood mate, and he's a really good photographer, and I've sent him a few photos, and he goes, wow, that is lush, because he's travelled from Australia to, like, he lives in the UK, and I've got a couple of other mates that live in the UK as well, and they go out to the Mediterranean, which is a very different environment. Okay, I'll just get back to these comments. Paradise is a state of, yes, you are true. And I think I was just saying, when you go through life events and you don't have much time left on this planet, you realize these things. And sadly, when you do face troubles in life, that's when you realize a lot of things. Yeah, so I won't say too much about that. But you understand, and I understand what you're saying. But yeah, you are correct. Muhammad Wang, yeah. Oh, yeah, I don't, yeah, yeah. Like, everybody has their own views on what they want to see, and thank you for that other like. Um, you know, like, we are blessed to be able to see all different content. You can see people in bars getting off tap, and then you can see beautiful views like this. And this is the Asia I want to promote, and the Asia that I love. You know, there was a time when I used to drink and be a womanizer, but that was a long, 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 long time ago. And yeah, but this is the Asia I love, just the peacefulness, you know. And if people don't like this, they can certainly go and watch any other channel, or they can put the TV on. But I think a lot of people really like the live content because it's like you can chat to other like-minded people and have a chat. You know, like that's what I was trying to build, is just have a non-toxic environment. And sadly, I got suckered into it and bit back. But yeah, we won't mention them until I clear my name. As I said, one stream only, and that will be it. So I'm building up that promo, but if I don't get home safely, there will be a scathing video, and it won't be very pretty for some people. So hopefully I will make it home safe, and that video won't make the light of day, because it's not pretty. I tell you that, it is not pretty. But I will do a respectful stream, a very respectful stream, to clear my name, and that will be the end of it. And if people want to support the darkness, up to them. But enough about that. Let's talk about positivity. But I do appreciate that comment, Mr. Wang. But yeah, like I am in paradise. Even though I'm going through some dark periods in my life, at least I can look back on this and go, geez. And then my children can look back on this and go, geez, Dad went through some hard times, but he didn't give up. And if I can inspire somebody, it doesn't have to be many, but if I can inspire somebody who's going through hard times not to give up, then it's all worth the pain I've gone through. Yeah, I'm enjoying this Lao coffee. I think I might grab a couple of bags before I head back. I'll probably do that in my next port of call. I'm planning to go to, I don't know how to pronounce it, Valentine or Valentine. Like you guys know, I've got terrible pronunciations. But that's the next port of call. So I've got a couple of options. I haven't booked anything yet. And being the type of person I am, like I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone. I didn't book anything. I've just had an open heart, and yesterday I had a meltdown, and I just opened up Google and just picked the place. And I've been blessed again. But I honestly didn't think I'd be able to top that last location I was in, guys. That was just paradise. For 100,000 kip, 8 Australian bucks. And I would like to go there with a loved one one day and show them how beautiful it is, and hopefully it will be in better circumstances. I honestly hope. But I really like the river. I don't know if it's because my mum is floating in a river, but her spirit is everywhere. But I've always had a fascination with water because I grew up in Australia, very close to the beach. I spent most of my life at the beach as a child and a youth and an adult. Like when I lived in Pradamac, I was not too far from the water, but that was probably the furthest I've ever lived from the water. Oh, actually, no, I did live about 20k from the beach a few times in like my life. But majority of my life, it's always been near the sea or the ocean. Hello, pussies. Oh, little kittens. There is a bit of pussy there, guys. Yeah. Actually, if you put the word pussycat in the title, you get ad revenue restrictions, which is quite strange that they pick up the word pussy. But this Lao coffee, very, very good. Yeah, we'll go for a little bit longer, you know, because I just want to soak up this vibe and just chill. And the rain is starting to settle, and hopefully I can go around and make some videos. Like, I've still got plenty of charge in the battery, so I might end it soon and put everything on charge, and just, I do have to make a couple of phone calls to a few friends. Like, I've left a few voicemails for like friends who've offered me emotional support, so I've just gave them a quick update instead of my normal 10-15 minutes. Yeah, because I don't have an issue speaking. Or some may argue that, but I do have the gift of the gab, and I was quite good in the sales as well. You know, at one stage I was, I think I was second or third top sales rep at a sales company. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that company anyway, but yeah, I won't mention it again. They are still around, but they've diversified a bit due to the internet, but they are still around. Yeah, I managed to talk Philip Morris into buying advertising space. So, and that was when cigarettes weren't able to be advertised. So it took 2 or 3 months to actually get them in. But I had to paint so many pictures for them, literally. And I did all the groundwork, got them in so much advertising. It was great. And that was a very good achievement in my life. But my children are my biggest achievement in my life. And sadly, I won't meet one of them. But pictures and videos are not enough. I'll just stop there. Beautiful view. I would like to go on one of those speedboats, but I think I've done enough river cruising actually. Actually, in Australia, like the River Murray, I went on a houseboat, and I did book another houseboat, but we didn't go on that journey. But I did go on a 5-day house boat journey, and it was fantastic. Very good family trip. One day I can do another family trip on a houseboat. But life is what you make it, guys. You know, we go through hard times, but we just have to keep going, keep pumping it through, pushing it through, being the best version of ourselves. You know, if you're feeling a bit down, have yourself a shave, get a haircut, reach out to your friends. If your mum and dad are still alive, ring them up and tell them you love them. I sadly can't, but I tell them every day I love them. But sadly, some people don't have good mums or dads. But I was blessed to have the most beautiful, caring mum who supported me through thick and thin. And she was my champion. Yeah, sadly, I have many friends who lost their mums very early. And, you know, the good die young. The good die young. You know, I've got a neighbour where I used to live, and they smoke and drink, and they're in their 80s and they're still alive. It's just a strange, strange world we live in. But we dealt with the cards that we do get in life. But I'm really excited to do some fishing when I get back, and you guys will see me fish, and hopefully I'll go fishing with one of my boys. Yeah, I'm going to try and focus my energy on him, and hopefully I do get that opportunity. Yeah, I'll just go for a little bit longer, but yeah, I just want you guys to see this beautiful view. You know, you can always watch it back again and mute me and listen to some nice music. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next month. You know, yeah, it really hurt me not being able to stream. Yeah, because I missed out on that high feeling, and it really hurt me, and in more ways than one. But we're back again, and I'll get my motivation back, and hopefully I can deliver a positive message. I know what my purpose is, but I just have to speak to a couple of lawyers about that. But I have an important message to share with the world, but I have to clear that with a few people first. It may bring me a lot of hate, but I think it will bring me a lot of love. And I do have a voice. I do have a voice. I would like to walk up to that bridge, but it is still a bit raining. G'day, Luce. Yeah, I was just actually thinking that. Not so much the Yarra, but I think you are correct on that. I was saying the River Murray, but not as lush as this. But yeah, the Yarra does, because I used to work in Abbotsford in Victoria, and the company I worked for, we had a balcony that overlooked the Yarra, and it did remind me of that with the lushness, because with Victoria, it's very much like New Zealand with the lushness. South Australia does have lush, but very, very dry out towards the River Murray way. But the Yarra did have very lush areas. So, like, you are correct. I've seen many a person swim the Yarra, and sadly, some people died in the Yarra due to alcohol. But it is good to see you, Lucy. And guess what? I'm going to be doing some fishing soon, mate. Very soon. Not when I land in Australia, because I've got to go to hospital, mate. But I'll stop there because I'm really happy to get back to paradise. Like, I am in paradise now, but I do have another stretch of paradise. And when I show you the paradise where I grew up, you'll say, Jeremy, why did you leave paradise? But all you guys know why I left paradise. I don't have to keep repeating myself like a broken, skipped record. But fishing, I'm looking forward to doing fishing. I gave away my fishing rod to somebody that needed it more than me. And hopefully that person is catching himself a meal. Yeah, I don't really like to share my good deeds, because Oz told me, Jeremy, if you tell people about your good deeds, it takes away those good deeds. But sometimes my good deeds land me in trouble too. And luckily for me, I got myself out of a situation, but I won't talk about that. But yeah, sometimes my good deeds do land me in trouble, sadly. But I hope you're well, Luce. Hope you're well. Yeah, I did do a bit of streaming, hit and miss. I didn't stream on the river the other day, but that other one I did, yeah, a couple of people say, geez, that's really dirty. But when you got boats around and fish, like with the Murray and the Yarra, you've got fish in there, and with the carp that are in the River Murray, that was introduced by the English. I'm starting to sound like Oz now. The English, the English. But there are good and bad all over the world. There are bad Aussies, there are bad English, and there are good Aussies and good English. And I've got some good Scottish mates and some good English friends, and a lot of good Aussie friends, and some Americans and Europeans and that. So it is good that I've met some good people here on YouTube. You know, it's been good, and I hope you guys support me when I'm in Australia. I know I'll lose some, but I honestly know I'm going to make new friends as well. But we'll come back out to Asia in the new year. I'll give Thailand a miss for a while because I've just got too much hate there. Too much hate. But we'll get back there one day because I do have to catch up with people. But certain parts of Thailand I won't go. I'll get them to come and meet me elsewhere. Yeah, it's starting to rain again. And thank you for the like I missed. Oh, early knockoff. Oh, is it raining, mate? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, I know in certain trades, once the rain hits or you got bad weather, everybody gets sent home. Yeah, I've got a few mates who do bricking and work in the construction. And if they're in an open area, it's down tools. Down tools. But out here in Asia, they are just work all the way through it. Like they're forced to work in conditions, heat. But yeah, the law has changed in Australia. You know, you can't work in certain heats. I know when I was in primary school, before they put the air conditioning in, you know, we used to get sent home a bit early. Actually, I got some good footage along the river on the way through on the video camera. And I'm looking forward to watching that. It's a shame I don't have my 4K camera anymore because I've still got amazing footage from the 4K GoPro that I never released. So I'll probably put backing music towards that because I was just talking about stuff that is a bit of a downer. So and I've got some other footage that is publicly released. I'm going to put backing music behind. Yeah, I just have to go through some of my previous content. I'm not going to delete anything because that message needs to stay. That everything up there, all those messages need to stay. I'm not embarrassed about anything. I'm not embarrassed about crying. I'm not embarrassed about sharing my feelings. I am who I am. Whether you love me or hate me, at least I'm true. I'm feeling a lot better. Like I've got my ups and downs. Like yesterday was so good and then I just had meltdown. Yeah, because somebody had a chat to me, and I understood where he was coming from, but I knew what's wrong, and I'm going to address those issues. But he's not a doctor, but he was showing me where he cut himself and his stuff, and I said, mate, I'm not like that. I'll probably have some fruit before I go. Oh, is it buffering again? Is it? Yeah, I didn't go on the Wi-Fi. Like I've got full internet, it says, but um, that could be because of the rain. But I'm gonna wrap it up anyway in like a moment. Yeah, actually, I think the powers that be were actually giving me that and saying, Jeremy, stop talking about that. Actually, I should have went onto the Wi-Fi to be honest, but the Wi-Fi upstairs was not the best. I was actually getting a better upload signal on the Laos sim, but like the Laos sim's been hit and miss. I think it's a bit like Cambodia, miss. Like Thailand had the most amazing coverage. Luckily for me, I've got really good internet in my home, if it is still my home. We'll soon find out when I land. Yeah. I'll just grab another coffee and then I'm going to wrap up in 10 minutes because I've already said it enough and I need to go focus on a few things. So just bear with me. I'll go and grab another coffee. Yeah, I got myself a really good haircut and shave when I was up in Hoi San, and as I said, it was the first shave I've ever had by a barber, and she did a bloody fantastic job. That I gave her a tip of twice the value of what she charged me. There were two reasons behind that, because the previous place I went to quoted me pretty much the price what I gave her. So I thought, well, that's what I was going to pay. I may as well give it to her because she made me feel great, even though I am a good-looking cat. Um, yeah, I felt really good after that shave and haircut. And she had the biggest smile on her face when I said, "You keep this. You will keep this." You know, I'm not an overly rich man at the moment, far from it. But soon I shall be. Soon I shall be a very rich man. But I won't be stupid. I probably will be stupid again, but I won't be as stupid as I was. I worked in a bank, so I'm not completely stupid, guys. But yeah. But thanks, guys, for hanging in with me. I know I've been up and down, but I do appreciate those who stood by me. And thank you, DW. Thank you. Thank you. I know you get hate too, man, but you only show people who have been idiots. And if I was being a drunken fool, you would be showing up me too. But I appreciate all that you have done for me. And I don't like that people throw you under the bus. I don't like that. And I appreciate lurkers that don't say anything as well, because I understand that people don't want to say anything, you know, because that's probably a smart thing, actually, not saying anything, because I've lurked a few times, but of late I've haven't looked at anything because I've just been too emotional, and I don't really want to hear things. Um, you know, there was a bloke that said to me, never Google your name and don't watch anything about you, and I have taken that on board. Um, I'll find out, Bobby. I'll find out, and I'll let you know. I've got a list of things that I have to get back to people, and I usually do. I know with Dave and John, I've gotten back to them a bit later. I had to ask them a couple of times, what was I supposed to do? And I do eventually get back, but I will find out about what fruit that is. I do see a lot of people with the banana and the dragon fruit. Um, I know mango is very popular in Thailand with the pineapple. I think pineapple and mango is probably the most. Also, the green mango is very big with the girls. I'm not a big fan of that green mango, but I have seen men have it as well. But I will find out what it is. But we are very blessed in Asia to have such good fruit, and we are in Australia as well, very blessed. And I'm sure America you're blessed with good fruit as well. And I don't know about Scotland if you're blessed with good fruit. You might be blessed with other fruits, but yeah. But that is a very good question, and you normally do drop some very good questions there, Bobby, and I do give you a couple of big ups, so thank you. Um, and you do give me stuff to think about, actually, so I do appreciate those things. Um, yeah, so thank you. Thank, thank you. You know, I never wanted to leave Thailand, and it was so hard. But the fruit, I don't know about Laos. I look around and I see a lot of coconut. I see a lot of banana. I don't see many mango, but I will investigate that. I will investigate that, and I'll try and I've tried to engage with the locals here, but I have come across ones that have a very good command of the English. So I will, next time I speak to someone that, actually there is a gentleman here that does have a good command of the English language. So I'll go and have a chat to him in a moment. And next time I stream, remind me, because sometimes I do forget. But I think dragon fruit, from what I've seen, um, but also bananas, I think. But I will get a couple of different points of view, because you can't just ask one person. You've got to speak to a couple of different people, because, as you know, we all have different values and different thought processes. But that is a very good question. Yeah, tin fruit in Scotland. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you are correct, but I'm also going to go through some pretty hard times, mate, as well. But you are correct there. Like, there is a lot more worse that can be done, believe it or not. There is. There is a lot more worse that can be done. But you are correct. I do look at the positive, but the type of person I am, I look at both sides of the coin from my point of view and the other party's point of view, because I am probably an empath. I don't really, as I've said, I don't know much about betas and alphas. I'm certainly, I don't know, I've never considered myself. I've just considered myself as me. I don't pigeonhole myself into anything, but I did read some stuff the other day and I thought, I am compassionate. I do think of others. I feel others' pain. I'm compassionate. I show mercy. I had some terrible planned, but I can't expect to have help if I go through with them. So I will show mercy. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this view, even with the rain. I still think the view I had yesterday morning, I couldn't top, but this is close, very close. But I really enjoyed that stream I did yesterday, walking around. You know, I tried to do as much as I could, but really beautiful. Like, it's very different to yesterday's view, but it's still beautiful. I'm looking forward to doing some sunrise and sunset streams well up. I would like to get out into the Adelaide Hills, but I don't have my motorcycle anymore. Not that I don't think I could ride it for large amounts of time, but I do have friends who can get me around, and I can catch trains around. So I'll probably try and do a bit of stuff while I'm there, because I can't work. So I've got nothing else to do. So once I get out of hospital, yeah, I don't think they'll allow me to use any devices once I'm in there. I don't know about that. I don't know how long I'll be in there, and they might just say, Jeremy, you don't really have a problem. Here's some medication. Go on your way. I don't really want to take any mind-altering drugs. I think just taking the Champex to stop smoking will be enough, I think. But I do have to address a few things, so I think, yeah, I don't really want to take those powerful drugs. I don't want to walk around like a zombie. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this view today. It's quite nice. You know, I've eaten so much food. I've got my appetite back. Like I was going to sit underneath there, but I have been smoking, so I put myself over here. Like as I said, some Chinese girls invited me over. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, so I'll wrap it up there, guys. I'll just check the comments. Oh, geez. I think everything's already been dealt with. Oh, okay, I missed that one from Jeff. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. I like laughing. As I said, I watched George and Mildred on repeat in Changshan. And I think I watched that repeatedly. Like, I tried to get my hands on. Some others do have them, but yeah. I just watched George and Mildred on repeat because the banter between those two was just outrageous. And but yeah, I do love a good laugh. I do love a good laugh because it makes you feel good inside. But yeah. Laughter is good. Laughter is good. If you can't laugh at your own self, well, there is something wrong. But not self deprecation. That's not good. Yeah, but I think this rain is here to stay, so I won't get the money back on that other hotel I booked. It's not much to really care about. Like I booked it at a cheap price, and for some reason, I got an email saying, "Oh, you will be billed the US amount," which really isn't much anyway. So I've got money to cover that anyway. So not much, but I've got enough to cover that at least. So I might look at heading out today if the rain is going to stay, because there's no point staying if I can't film around and sit in a room all day. I'd rather get on the road, so I'll try and look at the weather forecast, but never know, the powers that be might I can see the sun sort of coming out of the cloud over there, unless I'm looking the wrong direction. But I think the sun is peeking out of there, but I don't know much. But I can feel the warmth. But I'd probably find as soon as I end the stream, rain will stop, and I've done what I've done, and then I'll be able to go. But I don't really want to stay somewhere if it's going to rain. I might as well head to my next town, Vientiane, or however you pronounce it. But I'm not hiding it. I'm not living in fear. I don't have to hide. I feel free. But they can reach me here. I know that. But I'll put my faith in somebody who's more powerful than them. More powerful. And if I don't make it home, there will be a saving video that comes. So the choice is theirs. The choice is theirs. It will be a very tasteful stream when I get home. And I can prove my innocence. And that will be the end of it. That will be the end of it. I don't bite back. I laugh at it. Thanks again, guys, for sticking with me. I will get better in time, but I'm here to stay. You can't get rid of me yet. I've still got important messages to share. In the future, hopefully I've got a bit more time up my sleeve, because I've got a lot more to say, a lot more to share with yous, a lot more Asian travels. A lot more Asian travels are up the sleeve. But sadly, I do have to go home and fix myself up. And I'm just lucky that I do have a few friends that want to help me still. They haven't believed the lies. And looks like the rain is starting to settle, and I can feel the sun on me now. I can actually feel the warmth. So I'll grab this comment. Actually, where were we up to? Actually, oh, there's a few comments I missed. Bobby Crush. I've always think George and Mildred when I see theirs and their bite-side cut. Yes, yes. They actually did a couple of TV series. They did the George and Mildred, but they also, I think it was Man About the House. They did have a small part in it, but it was mostly about Robin and the two girls. But I absolutely loved when George and Mildred were there, and just the banter between them, those two, was just so good. It was so good. Brian Murphy and Euphrasis something, whatever her name was. Um, yeah, they just had that really good banter, and there is a video I've got to watch between. Some others do have them with Michael Crawford and the lady that played Betty, because those two were really outrageous as well. And I've got a lot of good memories of my mother and I sitting down and watching that stuff, and she absolutely loved Miss Bean. Like she would say, "Oh, he's such an idiot, such a twit." But it was so good, you know. We would sit down together, even later on in life, like we would sit down and reflect on those times. We'll get to the next comment. Um, Vientiane. Yes, that is a good pronunciation. I'll try and take that on board, Jeff. VTN. Yeah, yeah, because I've got terrible pronunciation. Because sometimes I do stutter in that, and I do try and mask that with accents and that. So just to get away from that. But it does come out. But I do know how to project my voice and change different tones to hide it. And just like someone with a... No, I'll stop there actually. Yeah. Now, what was this one from Natty Dread? Jeff Rowley. How do you sleep as a Sweden has... won't get myself into those dramas. Yeah. Sadly, some people hate others, and some people hate me, and I'll get past my hate towards certain people because I can't change them. And guess what? The rain has stopped, guys. The rain has stopped, and the sun is coming out. So I'll show a bit of pussy. There is a pussy there. A pussy in the bush. But you never know. Power bank, I'll chuck that on charge. And if by the grace of God that the rain has stopped, I could come back and stream a bit later today, because I was contemplating not at the hotel and just jumping on the fast train. But you never know. You never know, guys. You never know. I've got an open heart, and you never know, because I was just going to piss off today. But when I walked around the streets last night and go, oh, this place is quite beautiful, I could milk this a bit. So, yeah, because I was planning to go walking this morning. But sometimes he does work in mysterious ways. And here is another little cat looking for some scraps. Yeah. But I'll just quickly go over the comments. If anybody's got anything more to say, I'm going to wrap it up in a couple of minutes. Oh Betty, yes. Yeah, like, I think one of the memories, well, there's so many memories that come out of that. Some others do have them, but I do remember he used to get himself into so much trouble. He was just a walking disaster. And when they finally moved out of that house and they closed the door and they got in, the house just fell apart, which was just amazing how they did that. But what I remember is when he was in the moving van, he ended up in that tar pit, and I always thought there will be a racist tone there, because he was covered in the tar, and I think he may have got feathers. Yes, he did get feathers on him, so he was tarred and feathers. See, the English were very racist back then, and like they did have that "love thy neighbour," and that was very racist undertones back then. Because when you do rewatch stuff, you do see stuff like that. You know, and it is strange how times have changed, but I think a lot of us do have a bit of racism in us, because I actually come across racism myself by the Chinese when I was in Chinese Laos. Now, I've got a lot of love for Chinese, but I was called White Devil, and because I was not Chinese, they laughed and scoffed at me. This was only at one hotel, mind you, and I made a scathing video, but I don't know if I'll ever release that actually. Um, they're not mafia there, so I know that, but but it was pretty scathing, you know, because they ripped me off. They charged me so much for stuff, and I know a little bit of Chinese, but I forgot most of it. But I know they were laughing and scoffing and looking at each other and making all these little remarks. So I did get the hell out of there, and but I did find a nice Chinese man that helped me, and a lovely, lovely, lovely Chinese girl that rang her auntie, as I said, and her husband come to pick me up and took me to the next place, and they helped me at the bus terminal, and they helped me get a ticket on that private bus, no, private minivan. So I'm very grateful for that. Like, there's good and bad in everyone, and good and bad in all different races. So it is strange, but I was just reflecting on that with the old English TV shows. But I think Australia also has very racist tendencies, and I did speak to a couple of my Aboriginal friends saying, geez, I can see where you guys can feel hate towards certain people, you know, like I just suffered a minor racism. Yeah, I have had a morning coffee there. I've had about 3 of them now, rabbits, so I am a bit amped, so the rain is stopping. I'll just grab a couple more comments. That's Harold, you dirty old man. Trying to think what that was from. Harold, you dirty old man. You're not obviously talking about Harold Bishop, because he wasn't a dirty old man, because he was a God-fearing man. So I'm just trying to think the other Harold you could be talking about. Just trying to think. Harold, you dirty old man. I do remember a saying, you dirty old man. I'm just trying to think. But I do love the old English stuff. I've said many times, it's quite sad how the English see only 6 episodes each season, like Mr. Bean, The Young Ones. Some others do have them. Like, so many great comedies with 6 series, like 6 episodes, I should say. Perhaps that was a good format back then. But I do appreciate comedy. A lot of the English comedy, because English and Australia are very similar, and somewhat American, but more so English and Australian. Like, there is that banter with most of us, and we do get each other's quirks as well. But I can feel that sun, and it's really energizing me, and I'm getting quite the high I get from streaming. So this will see me through for a while, and then I'll crash and burn. But I'm honestly excited to get back to Australia and getting hugs. Actually, an American guy tried to hug me last night, but I actually thought I was getting attacked, because he snuck up on me, and I thought, geez, like, they found me. Um, but luckily I didn't have a heart attack, but I had a panic attack though. But I will find out about that Lao fruit because I am intrigued about that, Bobby. If you are still there, like as I said, man, like you've been very respectful to me on my channel, and you've made me laugh so much, and I appreciate that. Um, and you've given me stuff to think about as well, which is good, because quite often I go, oh, what was he saying? And then I go, oh, okay, okay. So I do appreciate that, mate. And some of your comments too, Rabbit, like I understand like the reflection part, but that's just me. Um, some things I know I have to change, but I'm just me, and you're just you, and you're still only a young chap, mate. I've had a lot of life experience, and I've still got stuff to change about me. But we all go through things in life, and when you do have a family, you may understand. You may understand. You may understand, my friend. You may understand. But we all are works in progress, guys. We all are work in progress. Um, Steptoe and Son. Yeah, I didn't. I did watch a bit of Steptoe and Son, but it really wasn't for me. Like I never really got into Dad's Army. Um, it was more the comedy. Like I did like Porridge and Open All Hours. I wasn't too fussed with the new Open All Hours. We just Jake. I was about to say Statham, but no, he's the kung fu martial art guy with the action star. But I forget his last name. Like you don't have to tell me, I know. But I'll go to the next comment once I hit the right button. Oh, jeez, hitting the wrong buttons again. Steptoe and Son, yeah. Yeah, because with Avery and I, we're going to do like a movie and TV review type of thing eventually. We were going to do it a couple of months ago, but with all the dramas that happened, I've just, yeah. Now, what's Harvey? How you going, Harv? Good to see you, mate. Actually, what's he saying? I haven't got my glasses on. Used to peel the veggies in the bath with him. Actually, I remember an episode of Seinfeld when Kramer put the garbage disposal in his shower, and he was like peeling and washing his wares, and that was just classic. Like, I didn't get into Seinfeld till I think fourth season. I've watched so many episodes, as I've repeatedly said, guys. Like I know it back to front. Um, what about it and half hot mum? What about it and half hot mum? I don't know what that one was. I'm just trying to think what that one was. Half. Hmm. You, it's quite good. A lot of comments. Hmm. Just trying to think what that was from. Because like my mother and I used to sit and watch a lot of these comedies. But Mr. Bean was, I think, her favourite. As I said before, she goes, "This guy's an idiot, but he's good." And it's quite strange how Mr. Bean, he hardly spoke. It was just all like grunts. But he was more a physical actor, and he like his comedy was just Rowan. See, a lot of comedians are very dark in life. I did have a dabble myself for comedy, but I didn't pursue that. I do have a couple of good friends who are comedians, and they are got dark and twisted paths that pass. But we all are different, guys. Okay. Gloria, I've seen you around. I think you're one of Avery's friends. Oh, I was just about to end the stream, but I could continue on since we're getting some more numbers, actually. I could go upstairs and grab my sneakers and continue, because I've still got enough battery in my backpack to go for like an hour. So I could leave you with the view and go upstairs and grab my stuff. Like I can show you my room. It's not the Royal Hilton, but I've got nothing to hide. You guys know I'm an open book. But it's up to you if you want me to keep going. But I was about to end it. Not my life, but I was about to end the stream and just go and have some private time to myself. But like, yeah, I've been having breakfast here. I'm just staying upstairs here. I didn't do any research on this place because I got off the boat and I was just having a meltdown. I just like wanted to find a place, and luckily for me, I've got another fantastic view. It's not as good as yesterday, but it is bloody fantastic. I have been blessed with such good views. It poured down with rain, as you saw, and the rain has stopped, so I could go and grab my stuff and go for a little walk. Actually, I will check the time. Just bear with me, because I do have to. No, actually, I'll go for another half hour here, and then what I'll do, because I do have to pack up my stuff and get out of here by 4 o'clock, because I've booked another hotel on the river, but I've got a balcony that I can stream from, so I don't know if it's as good as what the pictures are, because sometimes you do get pictures and they're not as what is when you do arrive, and that has happened to me a lot of the times. But I have been blessed. So I will go for about another half hour, and then I'll end this. I'll just go over the comments there. It's good to see people pop in. I didn't think I'd get many in today, but I've had some really good comments in here, because I do get a high from actually streaming, and then I crash and burn. Somebody pointed that out to me yesterday, and I do agree with what they said. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't exactly sure what you were saying, Harv. What about it? It ain't half hot, Mum. Actually, I think I do know. I think I do remember that, actually. But yeah, welcome whoever has just subbed. I'm just in Asia for a little bit longer, and then I'm heading back to another paradise that I have realised it is paradise, where I grew up in Australia. So I am looking forward to that, but I do have to go to hospital, sadly, to address some issues. But g'day, Souths, how are you, mate? I haven't seen you made any comments on my channel for some time, but I do love you, and very nice. Thank you very much. Very nice. Yeah, actually, I better stop there, because everybody will start laughing at me. Will you be my boyfriend? I have a chair. I have a chair. King of the castle. King of the castle. Very nice. Will there be a lady that we can go to? No, bit below. We are not going to go visit any of those ladies. And hope that they do return to me, but sadly, I don't think I can chase a ghost. And with Thai girls, once they make a decision, you can't change it. No, that is not Thailand over the river. I actually thought it was. No, I left when I was in Laos. I just assumed that was Laos and this is Thailand on either side. And one of the English girls said, no, that was 20k in, and it was Laos, Thailand, because I was swapping between Thai sim and Laos sim, and then I really didn't get any connection from, because I could get connection from Thailand all the way into Laos up until about 8k in Laos, And then when I was on the boat, I was getting good connection of Thailand, and then all of a sudden it just dropped, and I couldn't work it out why, but I just assumed it was because I was in the middle of the river, and we were out in the middle of nowhere, because it was just buffalo everywhere, no civilization. But the internet in Thailand was superior. I think Laos a bit hit and miss, a bit like Cambodia, but there is a phone tower just straight ahead. I'll zoom in and get back to the comments. There is a phone tower there. I'm using the Unitel brand, which seems to be a bit hit and miss. Like it's got superior fast speed, but with the package I was sold by those rip-off merchants, he lied to me. And then, yeah, I'm not surprised about that, but he lied, and he was fast. But after a very short time, like he sold me a top-up card too, but after a short time, and I don't mean a short time like that, after a short time it dropped down to 512 speed. But I have checked my speeds quite regularly, and it's faster than that, but I've checked in other locations, and it's just hit and miss. So it's very similar to Cambodia with what Ben was saying. But the internet, like I really didn't have too many buffering issues there, even out in the middle of the sticks. But I think Vietnam's got good coverage, but we'll test all this when I come back through Asia in the new year. I'll just go back over these comments again. I don't think I'll have a coffee. I think actually I should show you the spread here. I'm surprised that I haven't been kicked out yet. I'll go back over the comments. Actually, they have packed up all the fruit. I wasn't meant to show all this earlier. Like they had all a fruit spread here. Yeah, like there was some sausages and bacon. There was heaps of bacon in there, like the Chinese style bacon. Heaps of eggs. I had about 5 or 6 eggs, and that's like the bacon. It's more like the ham you get on the Hungry Jack's. Actually, I should say Burger King. Burger King is what you guys know it as. You can make your toast. There is some yogurt and jams. And what I am going to try is I'm going to try this not pineapple, passion fruit drink, because I did see a Chinese fellow and he licked his lips. So what's going on here, Jezza? Have a look at that. There's no flow in that. It reminds me of an old man pissing. Not that I have seen an old man pissing. Canadian bacon. Yeah, like with Burger King, that's like the bacon you get now. That is going to make me want to pee. So I don't know what's... actually, I know what it is. The passion fruit is actually blocking the flow. Oh, everyone will laugh at that. Seeds, yeah, that's what the word I was looking for, and that is making me want to pee now. Very beautiful. That's very good. But the seeds, the seeds. I am stupid for Rang. Stupid for Rang. You are very, very, very smart, Lao. What is the most favourite fruit in Laos?
No.
Oh, you're not speak English. Okay, good. I will ask somebody else now. I will just have a quick drink, guys, and have one more ciggy, and then I'm going to move on. I haven't been asked to leave, but I think this is an area where you can sit all day anyway. But yeah, I'll give them a good plug anyway. I'll go up into my loom, perhaps. It's not the Royal Hilton, but it is a bed. And but I do have to get out of here in the next hour and a bit, because I have booked somewhere else, and I do need to pee now. Oh, geez. So I'll just have another dart, and then I'll go up. I'll just check the time again, and then I'll go over the comments. 10:41, so I've got an hour and 20 minutes to vacate. Out in Laos. they don't take your passport and they don't check your name, and so you could write any damn name, but I've just been putting down like my name, Jeremy Slade, because that is my name, because I've been doxxed. So there you go. Now I will go over these comments, so just bear with me. Okay, I'll probably be able to charge everything up in the next hour anyway, but oh, I need to pee. I need to pee. That fruit drink made me want to pee, and I probably made you guys wanting to pee too, and looking at all this river. So just give me a moment and I'll go over the comments. As you guys know, I can shoot the breeze. So we'll go back over the comments. G'day everybody that's popped in. Apologies if I haven't given you a big up. Okay. Yes, it is a very nice view. $9.50. It was an extra $1.50 to what I consider paradise where I stayed last night. That was 100,000 kip, but I did pay for this, not in cash, I paid for this on my card. So worked out to be, with including tax, $9.50. Yeah, I could have got a better room, but I was having a meltdown yesterday, and I just see, because I normally like to pre-book everything, but after I don't think I told you this story, but what happened is I went from my secret location to Changsan, and I booked this hotel, and I had the option to pay at the hotel or pay on the card, and because I'm a creature of habit, I just like to pay for things and then go there. And I rocked up at the hotel, and the man come out and go, oh, this booking, that contract expire. And I go, what the hell? And luckily I had my taxi driver with me, and he explained, and I was having a meltdown, and I was nearly in tears because I didn't have much money on me, and I already paid. But luckily for me, I had some money on me, and like I paid up for like 4 nights or 5 nights, and I had to pay 500 baht per night, but I ended up staying in that place for, I don't know, like a week, I think. And there's a cat on the table. So yeah, so I ended up paying probably about 7 times the amount that I was already paying, because I was charged 12 or 1400 baht for 5 nights, and then I had to pay 500 baht each night. But I was in a beautiful spot. I had a balcony. I was out in the open though, but I was left alone. It wasn't as nice as that paradise I was in. I've still got videos to actually release on that property in May Calm, but I want to give it a bit of time before I release those videos, because I don't want any hate on that place. I was pretty much the only person that stayed in there, so I want to try and promote it when everything dies down, but you never know. But yeah, back to that story. I rocked up there and I had to pay. So I didn't use my bank that I worked for, so I thought, oh, I'm not going to get this money back. So I sent an email to the company, and the emails kept bouncing back because they obviously had switched it off, and I thought, oh, I've lost that money. So I just sucked it up. I sent an email through my bank I use overseas, and they said it's normally like up to a 2-month return. But you know what? I prayed, and no joke, they refunded me the full amount. And you know what? The other company refunded me a partial refund. So I actually got 2 refunds. And I felt bad that I've received 2 refunds, but I came to the conclusion that it's been a blessing. and I wanted to return that second refund, but I think I've just been blessed, so I won't concern myself about that. But I'll just go over the comments again and that I've missed, because I was just chatting about what had happened. So yes, Rabbit, I'll get to that one in a minute, mate. Look, mate, I don't have a filter. I'm very honest, because if you're not honest, people will attack you, but they attack me anyway. But I don't know if you're trying to be funny or if you want me to bite, but some of your comments are, I don't know, but I'll get to that anyway. Blue, how are you, my friend? I hope you are good. But this is like the rain has started again, so Rowan, how are you? I've seen you around on Avery's. Dave Walker, how are you? Um, uh, yeah, a river slash. No, I won't be doing that. And thank you for the lights, guys. Seed has it blocked. Yes, that is true, Loose. But you know what? The Lao lady come and fixed up my flow problem. She picked up the flow problem because I'm a stupid farang. Now, what's Rabbit saying? You have a meltdown, not like you. Yes, yes, I see like the laughter in that, so I do apologise there. Sorry for that, Rabbit. Yes, yes. I'm a bit too honest. Yes, I think Rabbit. Once you have a bit more life experience and you do have your own family, I think you might regret some of your comments in life. But I do realise you are a young chap. I am a walking progress, and I'm 48 years of age, and I've gone through some terrible shit in my life, guys. Suffered post-traumatic stress in my early 20s. And I thought that was the most tremendous time in my period in life. But you know what? I look back on that now and I think that was nothing. And one of my childhood friends I've known since 5, he said to me, "You are the most strongest person I know." And this guy's a highly educated man, very highly educated man. And I mean educated. He is a CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world. And for him to say that to me, he wasn't just pulling my chain, but he's known me since I'm 5. He knows what type of man I am. I've gone through some, I may not have always done the right thing. I may have chosen the wrong path in life, but he knows what's in my heart. He knows I've got up to mischief in my life. He knows what stuff I've done, but he knows what's in my heart, and he knows I haven't done anything bad. But for him to say, "I can't believe how strong you are," that would have broken me and done worse. It broke me, what I've gone through. But I've got an important message to share a lot later on. But I have to clear that with lawyers first, because I cannot live with myself if I don't expose this stuff. It will bring a lot of hate, but it will also bring me a lot of love and support. But I do have to speak to a couple of organisations for help, because I cannot live with myself if I don't speak about it. I can't just let that go. But no, I won't talk about that now, Rowan. Yeah. Most of my subs are from my shorts, but I've messed up my algorithm. I used to get really good hits on my shorts, but because I've getting views on my videos, it's some of my topics work and some don't. It depends on what time you release stuff, but my algorithm is totally screwed. And doing lives wrecks your algorithm as well, and just talk about brings hate as well. But yeah, I think Rabbit would be a good psychologist because he knows everything. But when you are young, you do think you know everything. I've been there and done that. But I know nothing, guys. I know nothing in life. I'm no expert. I'm just a jack of all trades, but I'm no expert, I'll tell you that. But life experience does change you. Life troubles changes you. Traumatic things in life changes you. You either go one way or you go the other. And I was going to go down a very dangerous path, of revenge and hate. And you know what? My morals and my upbringing, I never lost God. I just chose a different path in my life. I won't tell you, but yeah, I've put my faith in Him. I won't Bible bash anyone, but I do believe in a much higher power than humans, a much higher power. And I do believe you are put in situations to test you. And I was tested many times over the last week. And luckily for me, I was not tempted by what fruits were offered to me. But yes, I am a work in progress. Yeah, you are right there, Rowan. Yeah, you are correct. But we all go through things in life, and we do make our own choices. And you know what? We can make a choice, but when you don't have any family to support you, I'm absolutely alone out here. Absolutely alone. I don't have friends around me. I'm isolated. I'm cut off. And my only friends are miles away. I do have some friends here on YouTube, but my friends that love me are miles away. My best friend's wife had just given birth as well, and her mum wanted to drive 16 hours to come and help me, but I didn't want to be around a screaming baby. It hurts me to be in Laos at the moment because I walk around and I just see mother with child. Last night I was nearly in tears. You know, I thought I was going to have a second or third chance at this again. I never wanted to have a family again. And that was taken away from me. I bit back. But I am a good man. I'm honest. Too honest. And as I said, there was only one thing I avoided on my channel, but that's been exposed. And she hates me now. She hates me. And I'll never see my daughter, ever. I'll never hold my daughter. Do you think a couple of photos and videos are enough? No. But I am in paradise, so I will soak up this beautiful view before I go home to another paradise in Australia. That is paradise, and I will show you the home I grew up in. I'll take you to my primary school. I'll go fishing. I'll show markets. I'll continue the path of markets and a few things in Australia. I'll do some fishing, and I'll get back to Asia in the new year. But the most important thing is trying to salvage a relationship with one of my young sons, which I regret now walking away from. But I've never abandoned any of my children's mums. but really, really beautiful here. And I just gorged myself on food. I was actually going to go back to that place where I had that curry last night because I was absolutely loving that curry I had. I wanted a cow soy, but the cow soy out here is totally different to the cow soy I love in Thailand. But you know what, guys? You have to change your thinking and just try new things. I allow version of cow soy, and I did enjoy it, but it wasn't the same that I'm used to. Um, but you know what? You have to accept different things in life. You have to roll with the punches. You have to accept things are different on the other side. The grass is not always, although it is very green on the other side, guys. It is very green and lush. As a couple of my friends have pointed out to me, it is very green. But I am changing again. I am changing. I'm just too bloody honest. And people are scared of that. People are afraid of honesty. They don't know how to take you. They don't know how to take you. They are fearful of honesty. But that mist over the mountains is absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'll just check the time. Okay, I've got an hour before I've got to vacate, so I've got enough time to have a shower and get to my next location. Actually, I've got like a 2 hour wait, so I'm sure they'll let me enter the premises. Even if I have to pay a little bit extra, I'll do like that, or I can sit in the lobby. I've got heaps of stuff I can do. I've got phone calls I've got to make. Updating my real life friends. You guys are my friends as well, but I've got real life friends who love and support me. I don't have as I've pretty much purged my whole Facebook thing. I've purged the fuck out of it. I'm sorry for swearing. Sometimes you have to purge. You have to purge things in life. And no one really, not many people understood I had to purge my feelings before, like my grief. I had to purge my grief because if I had have held that grief in, it would have destroyed me. So I purged my grief. I've got a little bit more to go, but I won't be doing that on YouTube. I'll be purging myself in hospital. I don't want to take any mind-altering drugs. I've got myself off my addiction to herbs. And next will be the cigarettes. That will be my next. I'm very strong-minded. I'm very focused. I can motivate myself. I've got a high pain threshold, believe it or not. If you look at how much ink I've got, you'll see I've gone through pain, but that pain was actually good. I didn't feel pain there. But my last tattoos I got, bloody hell, I felt them. I want to get some more ink, but I don't know if I will. I want to get my back with all my children and my mother. And I'll put myself through that pain yet again. All my tattoos have meaning. I've got some covered over because I don't believe it that anymore. One tattoo I had to cover up to protect that person. But I will get that redone somewhere else. I will never show my back to anyone when I do get it inked, because that will be special to me, and I don't want to share that with anyone except for my loved one. Yeah, I've got a lot of back pain. Yeah, I do have some tattoos on my neck. all my tattoos I can technically cover with a suit and tie. Like when I worked at the bank, they never knew I had tattoos because I wore long sleeved shirts and tie. Um, but when my mate was doing my chest, he went a bit higher than what I thought. But I don't have neck tattoos, high neck tattoos. It's just above the t-shirt line. But it depends on what shirt I'm wearing. If I'm wearing a one that goes up to the throat, you can't see them. If I'm wearing a low cut one, well then you can see them. But I'm not ashamed of my tattoos because they all mean something to me. You know, the right side of me is a tribute to my mother. I've got Japanese on my left leg. I've got all DC on my left hand and arm, and on my chest is all DC. And one of my old best mates, he's got all Marvel all over him. But that is me. That is me. Yes. Yes, I am a student. I'm not a master. I'm a student of life. And as a student in life, you make mistakes. And the master knows this, and he offers you guidance. And he guides you perhaps in the right path, and you may choose the wrong path at times, like I do. I choose the wrong path in life. I kid you not, I've chosen the wrong paths in my life. But we all are human. We make mistakes. Yeah. Yeah, I like the DC. Actually, I got a custom built 4-person arcade system I'll show you. But I bought the damn thing and I could only play it for 10 minutes at the time, and I didn't realise I had osteoarthritis in my hands. You know, and then I thought, geez, I've bought myself a big brick. So I could only play it for 10 minutes at the time. Like I was playing Street Fighter and all these other ones because it's got like 5,000 games on it. And yeah, I'll show you that when we get back to Oz. Yeah, it's even got arcade action and all those old classic games. It's got the newer stuff. It's got the old fish and chip games. It's got the 1942 or 43 and 45 games. Yeah, like my mum used to give me 20 cents and I'd go down to the fish and chip shop and I would play these games as childhood, and it sort of gave me memories to buy that arcade, you know, and but it is good to see you, Phoenix, and I will rise like a phoenix and I will fly amongst the turkeys that are in the sky, and I will fly above those turkeys and I will spread my wings of the phoenix, and I will get better. I will get better. I will make mistakes again, I know that. I will make mistakes, but I will spread my wings. I will help anybody that needs help, but I will be cautious. I will be cautious. All right, Avery, mate. We must adapt to our current surroundings. Very true, very true. Very good. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up because I can shoot the breeze all day and I need to vacate within under an hour. So I just want to get my stuff on charge. I do need to use the facilities. I'll just do a quick scan of where I have been, and This is a rather beautiful spot. It's nearly as good as where I was yesterday. I do apologise for not being able to walk around, but it is raining. I don't expect the powers that be to answer all my prayers, but as long as he gets me home safely, I, I will be okay. And thanks, guys, for showing me some love and support. Um, I will get better in time. I will get better in time. Um, but thank you for being there for me and showing me some love. And I've still got a couple more streams to do before I get back home. Um, when I do get back home, I'll do a quick stream before I admit myself into hospital, because I doubt very much I'll be able to do anything from there. And yeah, I don't know how long I'll be in hospital. They may even say I don't need to be there, but I do want to admit myself there so I can help myself. But thanks again, guys. I'm going to go to the toilet, and then I'm going to head to my next hotel in the next hour. So this has been a fantastic. I'm actually thinking I should have stayed here, but I want to soak up as much environment before I head home and have some good memories, you know. But thanks again, guys, and thank you for all the love that you have supplied me. And stuff the haters, guys, stuff the haters. And because I'm going back to a paradise, I'm going back to a paradise in Australia, and I will show you the paradise where I grew up. Because sometimes the grass is not always greener on the other side, but it is there. And thanks again, guys. I love yous all. Thank you.